Jeff from Foodbeast here, and I'm in Columbus, Ohio, about to meet with Chef Marcus Meacham, aka Chef Meach of Steam. This self-taught culinary guru has worked his way to the top of the food scene in Columbus with his flavorful takes on fluffy steam buns. Today, he's about to create a groundbreaking recipe with an original White Castle burger, because this is for the love of the slider. Before we headed into downtown, we grabbed a few sliders from the White Castle truck to find out what originally brought Meach to Columbus.
So what brought you to Columbus, Marcus?
An ex-girlfriend. Thanks for asking.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's all good now. It's led to some beautiful opportunities. I love Columbus.
Marcus, was there a moment when you knew food was going to be your future?
I started off my career as a personal trainer. They would see me as the torture guy.
Yeah.
I started cooking on the side. I felt loved instead of all that hate and torture that I was giving to people. And then people started trying to come in and have me prepare their food for them.
I've heard you have your own Harold and Kumar-esque journey to White Castle.
All right, so it was in college. Had our sober driver drive us about 40 minutes to the closest White Castle, all right? There's 3 of us eating, and we got 2 crave cases.
That's a lot of food.
60 for 3 people. We ate most of the food before we even got back home. The last thing I remember is looking up off the patio, and it's the sun's rising. I think I had to be in class the next day. It was not the best decision to make, you know.
But it was the best decision to make.
It was the best decision to make. It was awesome.
So you're gonna do your own take on the White Castle slider. Break it down. What are you doing for us today?
I'm gonna do my version of a breakfast slider.
Okay.
We'll make a hot sauce, but with that hot sauce, I'm gonna do kind of like a red-eye gravy.
Okay.
Because that's something a lot of people don't know about White Castle's coffee. It's delicious. And then just see what happens next. Poached egg on there, you know? Let's have fun with it.
Once our bellies were full, Marcus and I were ready to get moving and get to know the neighborhood.
Marcus, what neighborhood are we in, man?
We are in the Short North Arts District, right down the street from campus.
And has this neighborhood had an effect on your culinary career?
It definitely has, you know what I mean? I used to work in this neighborhood and I would use social media to blow it up on my features. So I'd blow a feature up and then put a time limit on it, and then people would come in. So I realized what the people of Columbus wanted.
And that's a strategy you still use to this day?
To this day, I still do it. So going on about 6 years, I've been doing this.
Chef Meach needed a few key ingredients to create his own unique White Castle breakfast slider, so we headed to North Market, located in the heart of downtown. After shopping for local ingredients, we headed to Meach's pride and joy, Steam, his fluffy steam bun concept located in the back corner of Little Rock Bar.
So Steam as a concept, I take mental buns, which are big, fluffy, pillow-like steam buns, but I take them and I do savory twists on sandwiches. So I have a Cubano, I have a supreme pepperoni, I have a shrimp with bacon and pineapple. I'm kind of just throwing the sandwich game on its head by using these steam buns that normally aren't used for this application.
You've said food is your assault. What do you mean by that?
Think of if you just punch someone in the face. I want to constantly punch my customers in the mouth with flavor in a nice way. You know, punch them and hold them.
There's a lot to do. I think we should probably get rolling.
Yeah, I have a lot of work to do.
All right, man, let's get started.
All right, wait. All right, so I'm gonna start off by attempting to make sausage. This is the whole slider. I'm just gonna take the whole thing, because the bread will actually help in the binding process. These are just original sliders, no cheese. And these are the sausage ones, the breakfast ones. One of the best breakfasts ever. So I have some toasted fennel seed. I'm gonna throw that right in the mix. And then this is jalapeno powder, North Market spices, tiny bit of salt. This is Urfa, raisiny, bring out some sweetness in this. I'm gonna actually do an egg. Make sure everything just comes together like a nice group. And then I'm gonna take some of this manchego cheese. Why use such an expensive cheese for this dish right here? You know, because it's pinky out. You gotta be fancy. And And then I'm gonna take a jalapeno, do this way. So this is my sausage filling. It smells like a fun night out. So now I'm taking this caul fat and I'm just gonna kind of like make little dumplings with this filling. These vary in size, but you know, that's just where they're born. All right, so now we're gonna take these out to the smoker outside, my little ghetto makeshift smoker. You see already they're tightening up. That's dope. And we're gonna let them do their thing in there for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll come back to them. All right, so now I'm gonna make my version of a red-eye gravy kind of hot sauce hybrid. We'll start off with duck fat, and we'll start just layering flavors in this pan. This is my house mustard, then my molasses. Next, I'm gonna do Thai chili paste. This is not traditional whatsoever. Next, a good old White Castle coffee. Stuff's delicious, but also makes a great sauce. Come up to a simmer. Stir it around. I'm gonna go back to my fat, pad this out a little bit, but it needs a little more brightness, so I'm gonna add hot sauce to it. And this is a habanero hot sauce. A couple drops of that. This hot sauce will light you up. Apple cider vinegar, very sweet, very tangy, very bright. And that is that. We just let this reduce a little bit, put it on the back of the burner, and now we're gonna start our pate. So I'm gonna start off with some of these sausage patties. So I'm gonna take some of these onion chips, throw them right in here. Some apple butter, a couple tablespoons of that in there. Local cinnamon honey, super good for you. Take a little bit of this jalapeno, then I have my sage, and then a little bit of bourbon. I'm gonna save this for later. Put this in here. This will be a nice sauce for the bottom of the bun. All right, so now I have my smoked sausages. I'm just gonna take these and brown them up real quick in this cast iron in some brown butter. A little bit of sage in the pan for some aromatics. While those are going, I'm just gonna toast up these buns real quick. Take these off. Nice and browned up, nice and buttery. Look at that. All right, so my build. All right, so my sweet pate goes down first. Calm down the entire dish. Next, I'm gonna do my sausages. Next, I'm gonna take one of these poached eggs. A little more cheese, why not, right? A little manchego. And my red-eye gravy. And there you have it, pinky out.
We've seen nicely plated sliders on our show.
Yeah.
This, though, to me, looks like the epitome of what a Foodbeast slider should be.
Yes.
Give me a layer by layer description of what we got going on here.
Before I give you the description, I took something that wasn't broken, broke it, and made it better by adding more layers of flavor and just going over the top and going bold with it. So on the bottom, you have that nice sweetness of that pate. Then you have that sausage. You know, the sausage that White Castle already has is great, but I added more fennel to it. I smoked it, put a nice casing on it so it has a crunch to it. On top of that, we have a poached egg. White Castle does fresh eggs good, poached eggs a little better, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, another layer of flavor. We have the red-eye gravy hot sauce, and then manchego cheese. So it's sausage, egg, and cheese to the extreme limits. You know what I mean? It's insane. And hopefully it tastes good, because I've never made this before.
There's one thing left to do.
Only one thing, yeah, space and opportunity right now.
Let's do it.
All right. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Your yolk couldn't stand, it couldn't stand how delicious this whole union was. It had to jump out.
That's impressive.
I'm going back in. That smoke really came through in that sausage.
And for as many elements you have in here,
It works.
you don't taste 12 things. You can still tell that there's more than just sausage protein going on. Marcus, this slider is amazing. Thanks for closing out For the Love of the Slider with a bang. And I can't wait to eat the rest of your menu, man.
From Orange County to Chicago and New York to Louisville and Columbus, For the Love of the Slider has spread coast to coast and into our stomachs. Thanks for watching For the Love of the Slider. Are you a kitchen savvy craver? Show off your skills and your love for the crave by visiting whitecastle.com/cookoff to submit your own unique recipe made with the iconic White Castle slider. you'll have the chance to win a culinary craver adventure in Columbus, Ohio.